Alright, I think we're up and running here. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Frontier flight from Baltimore to Chicago. I'm back in X-Plane 12 now, running a night ride. I prefer the night riding in X-Plane 12, that's why I switch back and forth. Hey Skywise, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome back. Aircraft's cold and dark. I just got in here, just got the paperwork done, so let's get going. You should have everything behind the seats for you. Alright. DC battery selected. Too bad. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby powers auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in up. And overheat fire. Alright, ground power is available. We'll go on ground. Confirm with the AC selector. Now let's get set for unconditioned air. Galley power is on. IRS is to nav. Emergency exit lights are armed. Oh, I gotta put those gauges on. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I need air manager for my gauges. I knew I forgot something. Alright, that's up. That's easy enough. Alright. Alright, so bleed air is looking good. That's looking good. That's looking good. Trim air is good. Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, you know what? Let me give you the CDU. And I will take the load data sheet. Alright, and we are at KBWI. Alright, so let's see. Waiting on that. You take a look at this. I want that. There we go. That's better. We're at gate D4. Alright, flaps are up, and showing up. Brake pressure. And let's give them the logo and position lights. Alright, that takes care of the originator. Oh, hey, Skywise. Yeah, I just got the X-Plane reinstalled. Well, I had to reconnect a couple of wires, but then I had to get all this information. Then my wife had to have me do the garbage detail since we have pickup tomorrow. So, or else I would have been here a little sooner. But, alright, let's keep going. Leading edge devices, test. Service at the phone's off. Engine reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. We've got 12,000. Crew oxygen. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. Lock speed 1 and 2. Stall warning. We'll come back to that a little too early. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow. Alright, and lights test.
to the traffic, runway 25 will be 904 uniform. Take number, sir. Okay, 904 uniform.
All right, that looks good. Let me just reset these. I don't know why they didn't reset. Let's reset these. There you go.
United 10907, okay, morning, sir. Just check on your platform.
Oh. Man, my shoulder is killing me.
United 1097, bye-bye, flight time.
All right, let's see. That's all done. That's all done. That's done. That's done. That's done. All right, let's continue. That's good. Oxygen is good. Lights test is good. Flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Yaw damper is on. VHF nav is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source select is auto. Control panel is normal. Fuel temperature is 10. That's fine. Crossfeed check. Fuel pumps are off. Crossfeed is good. AC/DC panel is set. Equipment supply and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are on. No smoke and seatbelt signs on. Window heat. Let's run the overheat test and TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. 3 entranceways are open. Test, test, test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panel is all zeroed out. Temperature back there is fine. Let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Air conditioning, wing body looking pretty good. And we are set for unconditioned. Today's ride is 380. We're at 38,000 today. And let's check our outflow valve. All right. Our lights are good. We'll use the right igniter this ride. All right, let's do ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. All right, ATIS is 127.8.
Altimeter 2988. Arriving and departing runways 2833 right. Visual approach.
Yeah, we're using runway 28.
Advise on course heading.
2050 Zulu, wind 170 at 3, visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 55, view at 25. Temperature is 11. 2988.
Advise on initial contact. You have information uniform. Baltimore, Washington International. Information uniform.
My clearance to delivery is 11805.
170 at 3. Visibility 10.
And we have uniform.
Sky conditions. You at 5500 feet. You at 25,000 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 8.
All right, let's switch on over. Yeah, they did this ride in the real world in about just over 2 hours, a little longer than I want to do, but a Baltimore clearance Frontier 3087. Looking to go to Chicago as filed with uniform. What's up, buddy? I hear you. I don't see you. You coming to Chicago?
Frontier Flight 3087, Baltimore clearance. Cleared to Chicago Midway via the Fox Hill 1 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 128.7 squawk 3121.
Cleared to Chicago's Midway via the Fox Hill 1 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 380. 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 128.7. Squawk 3121 for Frontier 3087. All right, we're looking at 3121. All right, that's in.
Flight 3087, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
Going to ground 121.9. Good night. All right, switch on over. All right, let's program the flight management computer now. Let's get the route in here. BWI to KMDW, KMDW. All right. And this is a Frontier flight, FFT. And 3087. And we had Fox Hill 1 on the way out, and we're going to Rami, I believe. Yep, Rami. Right, and we've got 28 on the way out. On the arrival on the back end, we've got MDW, and we have Peng 5. Right, FTW. And they're using 22 left, right? We're going to use RNAV-Y and to 22 left. Right, and we can come in from here. Activate, execute, and let's have a peek at that. Okay. So we've got Jalen and Wants, Terpes, Fox Hill, Ramey, then Bench, oops. Right. Oh, SH. GEQ UE. Oh, where's the Q? Right, GEQ UE. Hacks. HACKS. Oh. Hacks. Summit. Alright. ET. Phone home, baby. Alright, Summit. Belady. Empty. Oh. McCann. And McCann is 4005, and that's the one we want. Rod is up next. And then FWA, Bagel, Pang, Megs, Awesome, IROC, Holly, German, Lane, Bullcat, Tact, and then we are on our way in. Let's have a look at that. We don't. And we've got Lane, Bullcat, and then you. Okay, that looks better. And then the hold, right? All right, let's have a look at some charts and see what we have going on here. Make sure we meet the restrictions on the way out. Oh, did I miss anything here? Okay, he's loading up. Good. Yeah, go for a nice ride, man. Hey, Jackson, how's it going? And Luke, how are you? Welcome aboard. I'm going through the boring stuff of getting the flight set up to get on out of here. It's a 2-hour ride, a little longer than I want to do, but my back is actually feeling pretty good. So, take advantage of it. What do we have on the way out? We have Fox Hill. And Fox Hill 1. Okay, so we have Jalen, and then Wants. Jalen, Wants, then Terps. Terps, we need to be above 11. Fox Hill, we need to be above 17. And then we're on our way out to Ramey, and that's the end of the SID. And if we take a look at Chicago here, on the way in we had Pang 5. So Pang 5, we're coming in from FWA. To Bagel, to Pang, to Megs. Awesome, we need to be at 10, that's in. IROC, Holly. Holly is 6. And then Lanane. Oh, German. Did I miss German? Yeah, German above to 4. Lane and Bohak. And then tact at 3. Right, that should be at 3. That's tact. Oh, that is 3, okay. Very good. We don't even need to have that in there, but it's on the arrival, so. Alright, and then from there we have 22 left on the RNAV-Y. Alright. Steri, we can even put that at 3. Oops. Instead of above. Alright, TAC mandatory 3, we're at 3. South, we're still holding at 3. And then Mindo, Jib, Yacht, and then we're on our way into 22. So that's all looking pretty good. And then the mist. Okay, that looks good. Alright, let's go back. I'll give you... Oh, I didn't even give you the charts there. I'm sorry about that. Didn't even realize I didn't switch it over for you. Let's see, we can get rid of... Oh no, now you need the charts. And I need the charts now. We need the low data sheet, that is. I should have given you the charts. Alright, let's make sure this is good here. Our payload is 39.6. Our zero fuel weight is 134.6. And the fuel is 21.8. Alright. So, let me see if I can do this without screwing this up. Let me open up Air Manager here. I can't do it from the top because of the way I have it plugged in to give you the data behind the seats. So I have to use the tablet that's down here on my left that has the YouTube on it. It works most of the time. Alright, the fuel we said was going to be 21.8. Our payload is 39.6. Gives us a zero fuel weight of 134.6. 28.3 on the CG. 134.6, so that looks pretty good. So, let me get that back for now. We have That's fine. Alright, now, zero fuel weight is 134.6. And our reserve is going to be... Final reserve with the alternate is 7304. We're going to 7.4. Cost index this ride is 35. Nice mellow climb. 380. Let's get the cruise winds. Top of climb 262 at 97. And we're looking at 1. Okay. We're not going to derate. CG we said was 28.3. This is going to be a flaps 5 takeoff. Now 28 has an upslope of 0.1 with a heading of 285. Runway winds are going to be at Baltimore. We've got nothing. Nothing at nothing. 10 statute miles of visibility. So we're looking pretty good there. So that's looking good. Trim is going to be 475 and 152 on the engine out. All right, that looks pretty good. Oh, I don't need that there. And let's go to our descent. Now, top of descent. Where's top of descent here? Top of descent, bang. We're looking at 245.97. And we got an ICER of 2. And let me have... And Chicago, we're looking at 29.79. Not have to worry about any ice. We're at 380. We'll put in 20, 15,000, and 10,000. All right, 20,000, 245 at 70. 15,000, 248 at 52. And 10,000, 255.42. That looks pretty good. I'll come back to you. Route, and let's request the winds at cruise. I can put them all in, but and load that puppy up, and we can get rid of that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let me have one more look, make sure I didn't screw nothing up here. Holly and into Chicago. And then the hold. That looks pretty good. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so you're not going to need the load data sheet anymore. Or the CDU. Alright. I'm not going to need that anymore either. Let's come back to Baltimore. Right. Now, I set this up like this because I'm here by myself. And if I have to come back because I've got engine trouble or something happens and we're not going to make it to our destination, this is already done for me. 285. That much less to do. 1097. 1097. Right? That's in, that's in, that's in. We're looking at that set. So we're good, good, good. Taxi is in. Tower's 119.4. And what do we have for departure? Departure is 128.7. And all right, that's all good. All right, I'll take terrain, position, data, airport, and station. I'm on the master. You can have the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. We're cleared up to 152, and we're looking at 285. That's set. Nose wheel steering is normal. Got it. Let's check the panels. Oh, I want engine data there. Let me have systems here. All right, lower displays. And let's check the auto flight. Auto flight is good. Look at the brake pressure is just about gone. It should take hours for that to deplete. Something weird going on with the Zibo mod here. All right. Artificial horizon is level. Ground speed 0, 45 on the speed tape. V1 is 143. V2 152. We've got 285 on the heading. We have a decision height of 200. Local pressure is 2988. We're cleared up to 4. I've got nav display. I have terrain set up. Let's set up 88 on the standby. Reset the fuel flow. N1 is set. Auto. Speed reference is auto. Rejected. Takeoff is set. We are good here. And trims 475. Let that run amok. Close enough. All right, the bottles. Let's test the cargo. Clear that. All right, that's good. TCAS, let's get that test done.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now.
That test is done.
Climb now. Climb. Crossing.
Let's check the stall.
Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb.
All right, they're working. Good.
Descend.
All right, we have fuel in the center tank.
Crossing. Descend.
And let's get the APU up and running.
Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase.
I will take progress.
Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed.
Let me have
Maintain vertical speed.
you.
Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
All right, we're waiting on the APU, and then we can call for push and get on out of here. Hey, Finland, how's it going, Lassie? Welcome back. I'm doing a night ride in X-Plane 12. I did MS 2020 earlier this afternoon. I want to get a couple of night rides in now. Haven't done any in a few days. All right, APU is up. We'll give that a minute. And then we'll switch over to APU bleed. In the meantime, I'm going to lose this screen on YouTube. I'll be right back. I need the electronic flight bag from Zibo. Ground services. Alright, we're on that. We don't need ground power anymore. And that's just about a minute. Let's get these doors buttoned up. And let's call for push. They can wait for us.
Down to Cockpit. Tower's driving up.
And that's a minute on the clock. And auto bleed dual. And we are disconnected. Our bleed is good on the brakes. And the chocks have been removed. Okay, I don't think I need that page anymore. Let me get my YouTube back here. Alright. And we've got runway 28 on the way out. So hopefully we're going to take Charlie straight across.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And we're on ground. Yes, yes. All right, they picked us up.
So connected and bypass plane.
All right.
Release parking brake.
Baltimore ground, Frontier 3087 at gate 4, ready for push and start with uniform. Hey, Hydraulic Prima, how's it going? Welcome. We're just getting ready to back out.
Flight 3087, Baltimore ground, push and start approved, tail northwest.
All right, so let's get that clock going, and let's release the brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Duct pressure's good, anti-collision lights coming on, and we're starting number 2. Not going to hold that out. My shoulder's been bothering me. Yeah, I hope we have a nice ride into Chicago. We'll be coming in over the water, coming into Chicago. Skyline should be basically off to our left on the way in, so it should be a pretty cool ride. All right, that's stable. Gen 2, okay. Isolation valve is closed. Right pack to auto. Pressure is good. We're starting number 1. Hey, Solar Bumblecat. I see you just snuck in here, as well as Infinite Drummer. How's it going? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm getting my second ride in today. I was in MS 2020 earlier. Tonight we're in X-Plane. That's looking good. Good. Off. Don't need APU, and we've got a clean board. Two-hour ride. I might be up and down a little bit. My back is good, but my restless leg has been bothering me.
Show is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
All right, there goes a tow. TA, auto. Let me have the flight controls. I will take that back. Let's have a quick peek. That top half is done. Alright, exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU is needed. It's off. Master caution recall. We've got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff. Weather radar is auto. Transponders TA auto. Flight controls are free and clear. Alright, we are good to go. Baltimore ground, Frontier 3087 at gate 4, looking to taxi to runway 28. Should basically have Charlie straight across.
Taxi to runway 28 via Alpha 1, Tango, uniform 1 Victor. Contact tower on 119.4 when ready for departure.
Where are you taking me? Uniform, you're taking me on the scenic route here. Alright. Taxi to runway 28 via Alpha 1 Tango, uniform 1 Victor. Contact tower 119.4 when ready for departure. Good night. Alright, we're going to switch over right now. Let that run. Alright, they got us going the scenic route. Alright, Baltimore, we get you on the back. Get you on the back end. I have to remember the small idiosyncrasies between Zibo mod and PMDG with the flight controls and the handling. Alpha 1 Tango uniform. Alright. We're going to Alpha 1 to the left here. Alright. And we got a right on Tango. Left on uniform. Whoa. Easy on that turn there, Louis. Uniform to uniform 1, right? Yep. Uniform 1, we got a right on to 28. So far, cold and dark to where we are now. X-plane is run beautifully. If there are any issues, it's with me, not with the sim, which is pretty cool because I just reset it from MS 2020 to X-plane and didn't do any testing. This is right from the get-go, just as I did from X-plane to MS 2020, which was good. So it seems as though I can switch back and forth pretty easily now without issue. That's a huge plus. Now I just have to get my flight illusion gauges working with 2020. And then I'm 100% equal between X-plane and 2020. And maybe 2024 in the future if they ever have an offline option. Alright, 119.4, yes. Yep. Alright, we got uniform 1 right here. And for those of you that may just be joining me, the night lighting that you see out there and you're going to see is mine. Those are my edits. I did not like Laminar's lighting, so I went and reworked my own. And I'm using reshade along with it as well. So if you don't like them, that's on me. So, but there is a link down below if you want to check them out. Tower, good evening. Frontier 3087, holding short, runway 28, ready for departure. Man, my voice and throat has been a little shoddy all day today.
Frontier Flight 3087, Baltimore Tower, runway 28, winds 170 at 3, RNAV-Y left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Frontier 3087. O-T-A-R-A. Let's have a quick peek. Tenant notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start select is to continuous. Auto throttle is on. Transponders TARA auto. My clock is up and going. We are good to go. I'll release the brake. 40%. We're out of here. Let me give you and me. Here we have Fox Hill 1 on the way out.
Approaching 2A.
All right, let's get the thrust up to 40%.
On runway 2A.
Stable. Toga. Thrust set. Airspeed active. Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80. We're pretty much straight out this run. Don't have any decent turns coming up, unfortunately. Give you a nice view. Gear up. I'm going to give this right away. Oop. Right away. I want to see how Zibo mod handles now. PMDG did a great job. I'll go into departure 128.7 Frontier 3087. Good night. Departure Frontier 3087 with you, climbing through 2100 for 4000 inbound J-line. What a great view, man. Flaps 1. Climb, maintain flight level 200, Frontier 3087. Flaps up. And we're going to 295. Well, you go, a little bit of a view out that right window there. All right, what did I miss here in text here? Oh, yeah, Infinite Drummer, how's it going? Yeah, I hope so. I wish I could give you the view in 4K. Unfortunately, I can't, though, but it looks great from here. No doubt about it. All right, we're inbound once. Thanks, Skywise. I appreciate that. So we needed to be below. Oh, actually, no, that's U-sled. We're not going to U-sled. We have J-land, and we're right out to Wonks. We don't have any altitude restrictions until we get to Turpez. We need to be above 11. Right now, we're at 6,000 climbing. Looking pretty good. City looks rather nice down there. A little bit of clouds moving in. Darken it up a little bit. Looks pretty cool. Alright, I hope all those charts are working back there the way they're supposed to. It looks like they are, but it's hard to tell on this small tablet. Everything is tiny.
Frontier Flight 3087, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Frontier 3087. Alright, at once we should have 20.4 on the fuel. We've got 20.5. We should have 11.5 when we get in. We've got 196 miles to top of climb, 564 to go. Frontier did this ride in 2 hours and 1 minute. We'll see just how close we come to that. A little longer than I usually try and run, but not too bad. I will be getting up to stretch my feet though. My legs are bothering me. The past couple of days, this restless leg. Oh, that should be a pretty cool view for you guys out there. Got some clouds mixed in there as well. And again, if you don't like the night lighting, that's on me. That's not from Laminar. Those are my edits. So, from where I'm sitting, they look great. And we're above 10 now. And we're climbing up beautifully. Temperature is good. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking fine. We're looking pretty good on the way out. Another one right out of the ballpark for the Zibo mod.
Frontier Flight 3087, contact Washington Center on 134.5.
Contact Washington Center on 134.5, Frontier 3087. Good night. Whoa, I just lost my screens. That I gotta check. Washington Center, Frontier 3087, with you, climbing, inbound Turpez. Let me go get those screens back. It must have just turned itself off.
Frontier Flight 3087, Washington Center, good evening, Laytonville, altimeter 29.901.
I can't set that anymore.
Frontier Flight 3087, Washington Center, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb, maintain, flight level 320, Frontier 3087. ZHSI just shut itself down. It's happened before in the past as well. So, and all right, what's up with you now? Okay, that's working now. All right, Foxhole, we need to be above 17. We're above 17. And from Foxhole, we're going to be on our way to Ramey. Although it's not to scale, so we're going to lose. You're going to lose that little moving triangle there. What happened to my air traffic? All right, let's see. What do we have here? He didn't hit 10 either. Okay, autopilot's engaged. 10 notifications complete. Cam pressurization, temperature monitor. Engine bleeds are on. Pack switches to auto. APU is off. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start selectors. Yeah, they're off. Auto brake selectors off. Landing gear is up and off. Altimeter is set for standard pressure. All right, we're good. I lost my transmissions here. See if I can pick them up on COM2. And we're inbound Ramey 273. Climb maintain flight level 370, Frontier 3087. All right. 27373. Fuel right on the money. We're climbing up beautifully. You can still see the city down here in between the clouds. Climbing through 21 and 4. Nice. So far it's been a great view. Oh, now the bottom one just went out and come back. Interesting. You see, did I lose that bottom screen? No. And that was weird. I think I'm going to have to reinstall ZHSI and the JavaScript on that computer. On both of them, actually, it looks like. Interesting. That they're just shutting themselves down for no reason. All right, we're off that chart now, so... And we're inbound Ramey. And that would put us at the end of the SID out of Baltimore, and then that puts us on the jet route 149. Oh, we got an aircraft out in the distance there. You can see their strobes. Another one out in the distance there, another one out here. And we've got a couple showing on TCAS. Nice to see that. I'm not getting them on TCAS in 2020 for some reason. They show up on the ground, the test works, but when I'm in the air, I just don't see them. It's weird. All right, we're 24,000. We'll take weather. You can have terrain. Climb maintain flight level 380, Frontier 3087. So that clears us up to cruise. And she's climbing up beautifully. Temperature is fine. Oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, EGT, all that's looking good. Pretty cool run. And we'll let them run around. It's pretty smooth. That should be coming into range now. And at Ramey, we should have 18.5. We're at 18.9. 11.7 when we get in. We have 133 miles top of climb, 518 to go. You got a nice mellow climb. Cost index of 35. Doesn't look like there's any weather out here that we need to worry about. And once again, we're fighting a headwind, 62 knot headwind. Yeah, there's no weather out there to speak of just yet. Hopefully it's going to stay like that the whole ride. Give us a nice view on the way into Chicago. Still got some lights down there from the city breaking through. And we're just about ready to hit 30,000. Not bad. Pretty clear out. All right, Rami, 18.4. We're right on the money. 18.5 on the fuel, but I'm sure that's going to flip. And we're going to 285. And we are 44 out. 8.4. Right on the money. All right, so we're under 100 miles now, top of climb. 99 with 499 to go. Beautiful climb out. And that puts us on a jet route. Once we get up at cruise, I got to stretch my legs, grab a drink, and my wife brought in medication. I'm surprised she didn't say anything. She just put it on the desk. Usually I get that. That should be coming in range now. So far, all in all, MS 2020 and X-Plane 12 have performed beautifully. Not many flight decks that could switch between base platforms like this one can. That's pretty cool. I have to move 5 cables, that's it. 2 television cables and 3 monitor cables. Pretty simple. Probably takes me longer to turn the computers off and turn them back on and have them boot up than it is to swap out the cables. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, we're on 72. We're on jet route. 72. What are we inbound? Inbound Benchy. Still have some city lights down there on the right-hand side. Nothing on the left, though. Yeah, a little bit. Not much, though. But if it stays like this, we should have a great view coming into Chicago. That I'm looking forward to. And we can kill those center tanks.
Doesn't go.
85 knot headwind. And we're coming up on cruise 380. And that's 28 minutes from the gate. 17 from the runway. And we're fighting a headwind. What are we cruising at here? Oh, we're going to bump that up. Instead of Mach 7.8, we're going to go Mach 8. And let's have a peek. You know what? I can give you that as well. Give you the CDU here for a second. Come into the menu. Let's go take a look at the weather in Chicago. That was quad KMDW. KMDW, yes. That's in range. It's 8-4 actually. All right. So the winds are 240 at 9, 10 statute miles of visibility, broken at 15, overcast at 25. 11, 2982. It's not all that great in Chicago. I was hoping we'd have a better view. Maybe that'll roll out before we get there. Yeah, RA9, yeah. I purchased a deluxe premium package for $24, and I got a refund the same day. I didn't realize they were going 100% streaming. So I thought they were offloading more online stuff on our end, being that 4 terabyte drives are pretty cheap nowadays. But they went the other way. So my understanding is that they are having a change of heart, or now they're saying it was planned all along. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it's going to be coming for a while because they have a lot of issues they need to address first. So looking for offline. I'm definitely not going to hold my breath. But you know what? 2020 looks pretty cool. So I have no complaints about that. It would be nice to have the 3D stuff up close. But I'm not doing a lot of field flying. You know, we're on cement the whole way. You know, paved runways and whatnot. So, all right, Benush, we should have 17.5, and we just switched to 17.5 on the fuel. There you go. Looking good. Beautiful. Temperature is fine, and we are inbound. Get Q. Get Q. Hey, the plane, boss, the plane. KQ. What do we have here? 11.7 when we get in. Top of descent in 317 miles. We got 454 to go. Dublin to Heathrow. Yeah, nice ride. Yeah, I got a refund on 2020 because I bought it day one. Got a refund day one. And then I bought it 2 years later when they finally got a lot of that stuff worked out. And then I bought 2024 day one. Got a refund day one. They didn't mention anything about I had a refund before with 2020 or anything like that. But I had no problems. Got it right back. And that was after I spent numerous hours with the Alpha version. I might have hit like 60 or 70 airports with the Alpha and had no problems. It wasn't until they released it to everybody. So 200,000 people on the server wasn't too bad, but when they opened it up to everybody, that thing just melted down. Look at the headwinds are increasing even more, man. 89. Mikey headwinds strikes again. Oh, nice. That's great to hear. You're able to transfer your airports and they work? Nice. See, me, I don't purchase any of the extra stuff. I don't do it because I found that it introduces stutters. When you start hitting it with all this extra stuff, and if some of the code that's coming from third-party providers aren't all that fine-tuned, over time I found that in the long run I end up getting flickers. So I try to keep it as clean as I possibly can. Which is why I like X-Plane, because X-Plane has all these airports that are included into the mix. Right? Oh, let me bring up my charts. Are we looking? I'm not even on the chart here. Follow along there, Louis. Thought something looked a little screwy. But all the airports in X-Plane 12 look great because they opened up I guess the creativity of making them all into their online.
Contact Washington Center on 133.275.
Contact Washington Center on 133.275 Frontier 3087. Good night. Washington Center, Frontier 3087, with you, flight level 380, inbound, get Q. But they opened up the, I guess their online depository, I guess you could call it, for all these airports. And they get checked by the guys at Laminar, right? Make sure that they are good. And then they get added into the base program, which is pretty cool. A lot of the airports in 2020 look like they were made for FSX. I mean, I get it. They want to make their money selling airports and aircraft, but, I mean, they're a little too, like the airport I just left this afternoon out in Australia. No gates. So, I mean, you're making a flight simulator. You got to have gates. So you have the good and bad all around. Total darkness down there now on the left. And we do have some city lights, real dull on the right. But the weather doesn't look like it's all that great in Chicago. Hopefully it's just passing through. And by the time we get there in another hour and a half, or a little over an hour, 24 minutes. Hopefully it'll move out. Yeah, all my flying in 2020 has basically been all free flying. I grab my flights from FlightAware and then run them from point A to point B. So. Oh, you're working on a website. Cool. Yeah, some of the trees look a little bit too big, especially on some of these city streets. But then again, I found a building inside the Eiffel Tower in 2020, so, I mean, that didn't look all that great either. All right, that's in range, and that should be 283. And then we should be crossing over to Indianapolis's airspace in just a bit. Would be nice if MS 2020 had a little better pushback, like better pushback in X-Plane, where I can set it ahead of time and then just use the the keyboard to get it going. But I seem to get locked up on the back end. They release me, they drive away, but I can't go anywhere. I release the brakes and give it power, but we're just stuck. So I have to back out on my own power, which isn't too bad. It's a little difficult judging the power because the aircraft doesn't roll as nice as one would expect. Once you take away the reverse thrust, she just dies real quick. Doesn't seem right, but I could be wrong. Only backed out under our own power once, and that was probably back in the 80s and 90s. It was what flight was that? What's the one with the turtle on the tail from Cayman Islands? Cayman Island Airways. That was the only time that we backed out on our own power. And they actually got over the PA to let everybody know that they were backing out on their own power, that it was going to get loud and noisy and not to get worried. So that was the only run I've ever been on where we backed out on our own juice. I would imagine it's frowned upon because the terminal area, there must be a lot of stuff on the ground that must get kicked up when you're blowing those engines like that. All right, get Q. 16.7, we're at 16.7. Pressure's looking good and the temperature's fine. Oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, N1, N2, EGT. Beautiful. 40 minutes from the gate now. And we have 402 miles to go to Chicago. 265 to top of descent. Wow, nothing but trees. All right, we're sitting at cruise here. Fuel's looking pretty good. We've got another 35 miles to Hacks, 400 to go to Chicago. I'm going to stretch my legs and grab a drink. My legs have been bothering the heck out of me to take these pills before my wife comes in and yells at me. I'll be right back. Oh, we're going to cross over to Indianapolis. Oh, my God. Surprised we didn't get handoff yet. I figured we would get handed off to Indianapolis there already. All right, round 9. Enjoy your dinner. 7 o'clock. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised my wife didn't come in and tell me. I guess she's not making anything for dinner. I might be on my own for dinner. All right, that should be in range, and we're looking at 282. And at Hacks, we should have 16.1 on the fuel. We're 16.3. So we're looking pretty good. That should be in range and in range. Pretty cool ride.
Frontier Flight 3087, Washington Center. Contact Indianapolis Center on 119.525.
There we go. Contact Indianapolis Center on 119.525. Frontier 3087. Good night. Indianapolis Center, Frontier 3087 with you. Flight level 380 inbound Hacks.
Frontier Flight 3087, Indianapolis Center. Good evening.
No weather to speak of out there, though. Although Chicago's got some overcast going on. Little bit of weather out here to our right. Yeah, matter of fact, make it easier to see. As you can see here, you should be getting that on your screen, I believe. I know Picatinga made entries for more than one weather setup, which is pretty cool. All right. So really no weather that we have to worry about here. And Hacks, fuel's right on the money. 11.7 when we get in. All right, jet route 149, here we come. And we're going at 306. We're inbound Summit. Nothing to see down there now. Nothing but darkness. No city lights at all. A little peak, so we must be in the clouds. We must be in a mix of stuff, because they're just fading out every now and then a little bit. And that should be in range. What are we looking at here? We left the gate 47 minutes ago. We've got just about an hour to go. A little over an hour to Chicago. 222 top of descent, 360 to go. We should get in a little early. I'm really pushing it. We're at Mach 0.8. So, but we're fighting an 89 knot headwind. Would have been nice if we were heading from Chicago to Baltimore. Be getting a nice push. Do I use X and V note? No, I do not. Christoph. That I don't use. I use my own night lighting edits though, and reshade in X-Plane. So we're right near Parkersburg Airport. For those that may know the area. Ravenwood Jackson is basically off to our left, if you know the area. Few stars out there. Not seeing any other aircraft now for a while. All right, Summit. 15.8. We're at 15.8 right now. So we're looking pretty good. And when do we get on that chart? Let's take a look at Chicago. And what do we have? Pang 5. Oh, FWA. We still have a little ways to go. Right, FWA is next up there. About 130 odd miles will be on that chart. Well, you don't need the CDO anymore. We can get rid of that. Oh no, pretty smooth ride. We got 200 miles to top of descent now. Then that's 50 minutes since we left the gate. 3:38 to go. And at Valeti, we should have 15.6. We're 15.7. And 11.7 when we get in. So fuel's not going to be a problem unless I can't put her down. 91 knot headwind, man. It's just getting worse. We're rolling into something, but there's really no rain involved with it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're getting some in front. Hopefully we're going to be above that. It's starting to thicken up. Oh, we're already coming up on Valeti. We might as well stay right here. Nice. Nice, beautiful ride. I took them. She came in here to check if I took my meds. There you go. Too funny. It's good she checks up on me though, because I forget sometimes. And some of that medication could affect my heart, so that's not a good thing, forgetting that stuff. All in all, 2 good rides today. Not bad. Good day. Did you eat? we can have soup tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, okay. So what are you going to eat tonight? Nah, I'll make something. Yeah, I'll eat after I get done. I could even make it like a skillet. But I still have a ways to go, though. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'll make a skillet dinner after I get done. Oh, Dawn, you want to take chopped meat out? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's nice and easy. Easy to make. About 90 miles will be on the arrival into Chicago. A little bit of weather out there, though, that we're going to run over. What are we looking at here? 168 miles at top of descent. Just over 300 miles to go. 305. 55 minutes from the gate. And we're right near Lancaster, for those that may know the area. Lancaster, Fairfield County. Text is hard to read on here. Would be nice if the text got bigger as you went zoomed in, but it doesn't. It just stays small. Oh, easy there, Louie. Don't get carried away. .94 knot headwind, man. You are not helping us at all. That should be coming into range now, and that should be 05.
Frontier Flight 3087, Indianapolis Center. Expect the ILS runway 31 center approach into Midway. GSH 1 arrival. I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes.
See, they're messing with my stuff again. Yeah, expect the ILS runway 31 center approach into Midway via the GSH 1 arrival. Frontier 3087. We're going to continue in with what we have. I want to check out the city coming in from over the water. Unless maybe they'll give it to us. Let's see. Indianapolis Center, Frontier 3087. Request Pang 5 arrival for runway 22 left into Midway. See if they'll give that to us.
Frontier Flight 3087, ping 5 arrival for runway 22 left into midway approved.
All right. Very nice. I want to come in over the water. And I'm hoping we break through this overcast before we get in too close into Chicago's midway so we can get a good view of the city lights. So that's an hour now since we left Baltimore. And we have 276 to go. 138 miles of top of descent. That should be coming into range now and 4. Just under an hour. About 50 minutes to go. Hey, 777, how's it going, aviation? Hope you're having a good day or night, depending on where you are. For me, it's what, a little after 7? 20 after 7, just about here in Boca. So I hope you're having a good night. And sorry, I do not. Oh, you're from Brazil, Paul? Oh, we get disconnected here? No. I think that was just a temporary. Yeah, we're back. My tablet just went out for a second. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of flying in lately, which is a really good thing. I've gotten a whole bunch of flights in lately, so that's pretty cool. The medication that my pulmonologist has me on seems to be doing the trick, you know. I may be on tomorrow, Skywise. I'm not sure. Wednesday's the only day I know I'm definitely going to be off. Because I had the dentist that day and they're putting in an implant. So Wednesday I may not be on. But Monday is Monday. Tuesday I'm hoping to be on. Well, with 2024, if I decide to go use it again, I'm waiting on PMDG for their 737. So I'm using their PMDG 737 in 2020. All right, empty. 14.5 on the fuel. We're at 14.5. 11.6 when we get into Chicago. 120 miles now, top of descent. 258 to go. Pressure's good. Temperature's fine. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking good. And we're inbound McCann. little over 100 miles now. We'll be on that arrival chart. Yeah, I'm waiting basically for the offline option for 2024. I'm hoping that they're going to bring that to fruition. But they have a lot of issues they need to fix first, so I'm not holding my breath on that. But in the meantime, I still have 2020 for the daytime. It really looks great. Especially if you're flying an airliner and you're not in these dirt fields. So, and I have X-Plane 12 at night for the night lighting, so I think I have the best of both worlds right now. Yeah, hopefully we're going to pass right over that. Pass right over that mess. Looking pretty good at PAG. How are we looking in Chicago? Looks like Chicago may not be that bad rain-wise. Alright, at McCann we should have 14.2 with 14.3. So the fuel's pretty good. Don't think we're going to have an issue. Yeah, I wasn't happy with their decision to go 100% online streaming, so that's why I got a refund for 2024 and I'm back to 2020. Hopefully they'll make an offline option for us in the future. Once they get, this mess of 2024 straightened out. There's a lot wrong with it. I mean, it plays nice, but there's a lot of issues going on. I mean, it shouldn't have been released this early, but I get it. It's Christmas time. They want that Christmas money. But all right, McCann and then Rod. $100 miles now, top of descent. 2:38 to go. Yeah, Skywise, 2024 looks great. I hit about 60 or 70 airports during the Alpha, and a lot of the areas look good. There's still some areas that satellite data doesn't look all that great. Looks a little fuzzy and out of focus, but for the most part, yeah, it definitely looks better. There's an improvement over 2020 with 2024, no doubt about it. Those that can't see it, I mean, I don't know what you're looking at, but I mean, I can see it. I just don't like that it's all streaming. So that's why I'm not going to move forward with it just yet. All right, Rod should be coming into view now. We're at 303. And at Rod, we should have 13.8. We're 14.1. 11.6 when we get in. 2:30 to go. I just don't like the fact that if one of their servers decide to have a meltdown, I can't fly at all with 2024. Look at all that nasty weather down there. .96 knot headwind just about slapping us. You're not helping our ride at all there, buddy. And then from Rod, we're inbound FWA, which puts us on the arrival into Chicago's Midway. 77 miles, and we should be at FWA. on the arrival. 85 now, top of descent. And that's probably one of the reasons why I would probably never get rid of X-Plane 12. There's a 100% offline option. I don't have to go in there with 2020 and they have to check my registration information and make sure I'm not a thief kind of thing and let me hook up. But I don't want to have to fly on their schedule. You know, if the servers are getting slammed like right after Christmas, you know what, let's get them back in their seats. We're getting pushed around a little bit here. We are getting pushed around a little bit here, and you know what? Let's back it down. Let's back that speed down so we don't overspeed here. We're getting pushed. But Microsoft in the daytime, man, it just looks fantastic. No doubt about it. At least for an airliner's point of view, it just looks great. And we're going 315. And another 66 miles, and we'll be on that chart. All in all, this has been a great ride. From cold and dark to where we are now. Beautiful run. And this is a first time run coming from MS 2020 without having to do any finagling. Just boot up, went to the airport, just cold and dark, and started from there. So that's pretty cool. Definitely going to get a few more night rides in before we go back to 2020 for some daytime runs. All right, so we should be coming into Chicago's airspace in a little bit. Just about 200 miles to go now to Chicago. 65, top of descent. All right, I'm going to go grab a drink, and I will be right back for the end. The wife caught me with that that breathing stuff on my lungs. Always makes me cough. I hate that medication. but it breaks up all the garbage. My wife can tell when I need a treatment better than I can. She can hear me with my wheezing. .97 knot headwind just about. Man, I'm fighting that the whole way. All right, let's get, let's have a look at this here. What did I say? We're using 22 left, right? We're coming in 22 left, then we're going to be using the, yeah, and we're coming in from, okay. Let's have another look at that. Make sure that we are, in fact, good. We're going to be coming in right here from the bottom in FWA, you see here at Fort Wayne. And then we're going to head up to Bagel and then head on in. So, matter of fact, you can even follow along. FWA into Bagel, Bagel into Pang, Pang into Mets. Mets into Awesome, and we need to be at 10,000, which is what's in there. IROC. IROC into Holly. Holly, we've got 6,000. Yes. From there, we're heading to German. German, we need to be above 4. Into Lane. Into Bohac. Boha. And we need to be at 3,000. And then from there, we're going to pick up from Bohac, we're going to hit into Steri, 3,000. Tackett at 3,000. Sails at 3,000. And we need to be a maximum speed of 210. Then we have Dixon, 3,000. Emdos, Jib, Yacht, and then we're on our way in. So that's all looking pretty good. So let's get you set. All right, and let's see, miss climbing, 1,300, then left climbing turn, 2,600, direct EOV and hold. Is that 26? Yep, that's in. Okay, that's good. So that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. And that looks pretty good. What do we have up here? 620. Let me 600 here. And how about we check that weather one more time? We're good down to, what did I say we were good down to? Let's have a look at that. We're good down to 10. All right, let's get that. And we're going to request that right now. Let's get, oh, they're back in their seats already from the weather. That should just be coming into range. And let me have you a request. And weather, MDW. Here we are. We're just popping up on that chart now. No, it hasn't changed at all. It's still the same time. Okay.
Contact Chicago Center on 119.85.
Contact Chicago Center on 119.85. Frontier 3087. Good night. Chicago Center, Frontier 3087 with you. Flight level 380 inbound Fort Wayne.
Flight 3087, Chicago Center, good evening.
Good evening. All right, 20 miles now, top of descent, and we've got 158 to go. Should be in about a half an hour. It might be about 8 minutes early. And what do we have? 274 from Bohawk. So, well, you know what? Let me give you that. Oh, it's still up. There you go. Let's put in... Oh, let me give you that as well. And let's go to...
87 Chicago Center, clear GSH 1 arrival into Midway. When you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain flight level 260.
Clear GSH 1 arrival into Midway. And we'll begin our descent in, about 15 miles. Down to 260. They got us down to 26. Okay, we'll go to 26 then. And I wanted BOC, AH. And from there it's 274. There you go, and that just popped up on your chart. So basically that's the outbound heading until we got vectored for 22 left. So, and we can even go into here, and we can put in give me some distant range so I have some visual cues on the display. So far, it's been a great ride. And we're inbound Bagel. Fuel should be 12.9. We're 12.9. Right on the money. And you should be 33 there, Louis. And speed's coming down. And we're on our way. So that's an hour and 21 minutes since we left the gate. And an hour and 11 since we entered the runway. Oh, I appreciate that, Skywise. I appreciate that. Man, I hope we get a view into Chicago. If we don't, maybe we're going to get bounced around a bit. But we still have overcast out there. Hopefully we'll be playing a little bit of peekaboo. And we can even get you set. Right, that's set. And I will take terrain now. You can have the weather. We got 130 miles to go now. Not as good as Microsoft does, but at night, the night lighting really looks great. That's one of the main reasons why I like to use X-Plane at night, is the night lighting edits. the effects. Pretty cool. But daytime, you know, they can't touch MS 2020, 24 now. Yeah, look, we're swinging big time into this weather. 90 knot crosswind whacking us right now. And naturally, when we make this left, we're going to be hitting the headwind again. Chicago Center, Frontier 3087. We'd like to go lower, 10,000 feet if we can. Let them bring us straight down to 10,000 right now for awesome.
Frontier Flight 3087, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Descend, maintain 10,000 feet, Frontier 3087. Thank you. All right, Bagel, we should have 12.7 on the fuel. We're at 12.8. We're looking pretty good. We're coming down beautifully, and the temperature is mighty fine back there. And we're going to 277. And we are 20 out. All right. Looks like the winds are starting to diminish a little bit. They're down to 84 now. They are still pushing us around, but oh, there's a little bit of city lighting down there. I don't know if it's picking it up when we're getting rocked in that direction. You might be able to get a peek out the window. That looks pretty cool. All right, we're inbound Pang. The fuel is right on the money. 11.9 when we get in. Man, we are getting pushed around. Are we looking at, what are we looking at weather-wise here? Anything over the airport? Nope, a little bit off to the left, but that's about it. All right, we're inbound Pang. Oh, we got some city lights peeking through here. Maybe we are going to get a view coming in. But man, we are getting jostled around here. Yeah, city lights are starting to come in. Nice. Hopefully the camera's going to start picking that up. And that's in range. And for those of you that may be joining in now, the night lighting that you're going to see out there, that's on me in X-Plane 12. Those are my night lighting edits out there, along with reshade. So if you don't like them, that's on me. That's not on Laminar. So, but if you do fly at night and you use reshade, you want to give them a try, although you don't need reshade. There's another version in there that doesn't require reshade. There's a link down below. You can go grab them. They look pretty cool in 4K. I know you don't get to see them in 4K. You only get 1080p, but on the 75-inch monitors, they really look great. .67 knot headwind. They're easing up a little bit now. It's a nice view down there. So at Halley on your chart there, we're going to bank a right-hand turn. Head out to German, Lanane, and Boca, and then we're going to head on in for 22 left. So on the right-hand turn, you may get some lights here on the right-hand side as we get a little bit lower. Should be down around 6,000 feet. What time is it? 7:45? Yeah, we're going to be eating dinner late. She's waiting for me to make something. I'm going to make a quick skillet dinner after I get done. Pang! 12.7, 12.7, right on the money. 11.9 on the fuel. And when we get into Chicago, that is. And we are 88 miles to go. She's coming down beautifully. Temperature is fine. This has been another great run from the Zibo mod and X-Plane. No qualms about this one. And let's have a peek. Bleed air panel is set to auto. Pressurization panel, landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Altimeter local pressure is in. Recall. We got a clean board. Landing data re-ref minimums. I just got to put that in. See how fast we're coming in on this ride. You want some drag? I'll give you some drag, baby. And we're coming in at a $150. Chicago Center, Frontier 3087. Request lower, 6,000.
Frontier Flight 3087, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Center maintain 6,000, Frontier 3087. All right, we're good down to 6. Right now we're at 14,000 descending. We need to be at 10 at Awesome. And then Halley at 6, German above 4, and then 3,000 for tact. And then we're going to be at 3,000 for a little bit. Don't think you need any more speed brake there, Louis. And 75. Megs, we should have 12.6 on the fuel. We're 12.6. So fuel's not going to be a problem. Oh, hey, Sergeant Sapper. I didn't see you sneak in there. Hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, I like that idea, brother. Yeah, hit that like button. I like that idea. 39 knot headwind now. At least they're starting to ease up. Hopefully you're getting a view of the night lighting out there. From what I was seeing on the weather, it didn't look like we were going to have a decent view in here. Alright, we're going to slow to 240 now. Let's get that speed down here. We're coming up on 10,000. And that's on. Let's have a peek. 10,000 exterior lights. Check. Set. Engine start selected to continuous, and I'm already set up for terrain. All in all, it's been a beautiful run. And 10,000 at Awesome. Very nice. 6,000 at Halley. Then we need to be above 4 at German. All right. So let's see, Frontier did this ride in 2 hours and 1 minute. Right now we're an hour 34 minutes from the gate. And an hour and 24 from the runway. And we're looking at 63 miles to go. Gonna bank a right-hand turn after Halley, swing out over the water, and then come on back into Chicago. Hoping we have a nice view out the front window. Get the flaps out early, get the nose down, get you a good view. Oh, thanks, Sap. I appreciate that. Yeah, it really is in here as well. Big time. I remember the first time that I backed out. My wife was standing outside the deck because this is 2.5 feet off the ground, 3 feet off the ground. You got to step up into it because of all the linkage underneath. And the first time I started backing out, getting pushed back, my wife actually grabbed onto the side of the shell because she almost fell over. And nothing was moving. It was just her eyes, and her brain was just being tricked by the screens. It was pretty amazing. All right, IROC, and then we're into Halley. They got us good down to 6. Let's go down to 4, shall we? Chicago Center Frontier 3087. Request 4,000. Bring us down to 4.
Frontier Flight 3087. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Frontier 3087. All right, so Halley, we need to be at 6 right now. We're at 10,000. We're going to start our descent once we hit IROC. And we're going to continue on in. This has been a great run. Yeah, I have a couple of pilots, and one of them's actually type rated in the NG, and he came in and he looked, and he was like, "Oh, that's my office." He's like, "There's everything is in here." So he checked out the aft overhead, the forward overhead, and everything. He went through the whole thing. He's like, "Man," he says, "you get rid of those 2 bezels in the front, you wouldn't even be able to tell." So that's pretty cool. So I had another pilot that was in here. He flies the little putt-putts. He said, "This is just as good as Disney World. Like going on one of those big rides." And it's even better because I don't have to stand on line. I get out of bed and roll into the garage. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're going to continue our descent down. So now we're good down to 6 at Halley.
Contact Chicago approach on 128.2.
Contact Chicago approach on 128.2, Frontier 3087. Good night. Chicago approach, Frontier 3087 with you, descending through 9100 for 4,000 inbound Halley. Halley, we should have 12.2 on the fuel. We're 12.3.
Chicago approach, good evening. Expect the visual runway 22 left approach into midway. Altimeter 29.84.
Frontier 3087, we can expect the visual approach into runway 22 left into midway, altimeter 29.84. All right, let's go to 84. So this run has been absolutely beautiful. From cold and dark to where we are now. 2 great runs today. Outstanding. Doesn't get any better than this. Actually, it could if they could actually get the scenery here to actually roll in from the horizon instead of popping in big bunches. That would be nice. All right, we're going to 344. Whoa. Right, and the fuel is looking good. And the winds are down to 23 knots. Not bad. Chicago approach, Frontier 3087. Request lower 3,000. See if they'll give it to us. They should. They're very accommodating.
Frontier flight 3087, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Frontier 3087. That's a pretty cool view out that right window. Yeah, I think the only way you're going to get to see it is when you're on the ground at the gate. Everybody's leaving the aircraft. You make sure you're one of the last ones off. Maybe you might get a minute with the captain or the first officer standing there. Let you get a quick peek. That's pretty much it nowadays. I mean, well, that's so much in the States. I don't know about overseas. You know, I can't speak about overseas, but here in the States, yeah, it's just about impossible. Unless you have a reason to be up there, or if they know you're going to be in the jump seat, yeah, you're not getting nowhere near there. If you are, it's probably a family member, and if they got caught, they would get jammed up. All right, German, and we need to be above 6,000 at Halley, right on the money. We need to be above 4 at German, down to 3 by the time we hit Bocha. I mean, it is nice that some of the aircraft do have the channels where, you know, if you have the TV on your seat, you can actually tune in the front. I remember a long time ago, I was on a flight, and I brought a scanner with me. And I couldn't turn it on until we got up in the air. But when we were in the air, the scanner actually worked. As they were flying along, I was able to tune in different frequencies and listen in along the way. That was pretty cool. That was long before we had TVs behind your seats. All right, we're out over the water now. Ain't going to be much to see until we hang that left-hand turn. You get a view out that window. So at German, 12 on the fuel, we've got 12. 11.5 when we get in. 29 miles to go. So I don't think we're going to have any issues. Pressurization panel's looking good. Temperature's looking good. Oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, N1, N2 is all. It's been a beautiful ride. And we're going to come out here, swing a left, and head on in. It's about 29 miles to go. Got the skyline out here in the distance at 11 o'clock. Pretty dark out there over the water. All right, El Nain, 11.9. 11.9, right on the money. And what are we holding at? We're holding 2,600. Okay. That's going to hold that hold, so give me that. And what did we have on the way out? Let's bring that up to left, right? RNAV-Y. Right, and let me have you. We're just showing up on that chart right now. There we go.
Thousand to go.
So we're at 3,000. And that's mandatory for tact, sales, Dixon.
2,500.
And we're slowing at 240. Nicely done. And we're 18 miles out now. We got a 20 knot headwind. Oh yeah, if the crew was there, they'll let you on the ground. Problem is, they have 30, 40-minute turnarounds. They don't have a lot of time to play. First officer's more than likely walking around the aircraft and then going in and doing his part of the programming. So, and the captain's doing his stuff. So, I mean, unless you guys get stuck due to the weather or something, yeah, then maybe, who knows. All right, let's start slowing up. Give me one on the flaps. What did I say we're coming in at? We're coming in at the buck 49. All right. Let's get the nose down and enjoy the view. I don't know if you can make out the other airport out there in the distance. I reduced a lot of the lighting so they don't stick up as much. And MDW is right here in the front. Might be able to see that little dark patch with some lights in there. I didn't want the airport sticking out like sore thumbs. So this is way better. I just can't kick them down anymore because if I do, then it gets too dark at the airports. But they still stick out a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. All right, give me 5 on the flaps. And we've got some rain here in the center display. Nothing on the sides, though. That's going to be one welcomed addition to X-Plane 12 when they finally get networking worked out. Oh, I thought about opening it up and not even charging anybody, but my wife was, nope. That ain't going to happen. My wife don't want people parading around in here. She's like, listen, your friends can come here, some of our neighbors, give me flaps 10, but that's it. I don't want people parading in and out of this house all day long. So that was one of the very first remarks that she made. All right, after Dixon, we can head on down. What a beautiful view. How about we get the gear? Let's get set up here. Sitting here daydreaming. Give me 15 on the flaps. I'll take the speed now. We're going to slow all the way up. Give me 25. 22 knot headwind. So we're going to have a little bit of a crosswind on the way in. Alright, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. Let's have a quick peek. Tender notification complete, speed brakes on, landing gear down, 3 green, flaps set for landing. And I said we're holding at 26, yes. And on the way out, we're looking at 181. Wow, what a view, man. Look at that view. And again, if you don't like the lights, that's on me. Those are my night lighting edits, along with reshade. But again, if you do like them, want to try them, there's a link down below. There's like 11,000 downloads, so there's quite a few individuals that are enjoying it. I guess they think they look pretty good. They do here on my monitors, though. That's for sure. No doubt about it. All right. My bird, I've got control. I'm surprised they didn't hand us off yet. Watch that speed, Louis. Oh man, what a beautiful view. Amazing. A little bit of flicker going on there. But I hope you enjoyed this ride. Man, I had a blast. And let's bring up the airport now.
Frontier Flight 3087, contact Midway Tower on 135.2.
Going to Midway Tower on 135.2, Frontier 3087. Good night. Midway Tower, Frontier 3087, short final, runway 22 left.
Frontier Flight 3087, Midway Tower, winds 230 at 7, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Frontier 3087, clear to land, 22 left. That is one beautiful view, man. Wow. I wish I could give this to you in 4K. A little flicker going on there. But the frame rates are good, though. Frame rates are good. Don't get it. This is why I like X-Plane at night. The night lighting. MS 2020 just can't compare to this. I have better control of the night lighting in X-Plane. Continue. Prepare for landing. Oh, the wind's a little pushy. The wind's a little pushy.
Frontier Flight 3087, welcome to Midway, contact ground on runway 8.075.
And we've got... We're coming up to the left here. Everybody circle to the left. I hope you enjoyed that ride. Alright, let's clean up right here. Let's get that set up. Let's get you. You're on TA, you're on test. Let me you clear that. Let's have a quick peek. And we're going at ground on 118075. Alright. Let's see. Lights, APU is up. Let's get on APU. We'll give that a minute and then we'll switch on over. Yaw dampers off, window heat switches off, probe heaters off, engine wing and the ice off, engine start switches as needed they're off, auto brake is off, speed brake is down, flaps are up, transponders TA auto weather radar is set to test. Let's see, where are we here? Midway ground, Frontier 3087, with you on Victor at intersection Yankee, looking to go to gate Charlie 2. She all the way down here.
Flight 3087, midway ground, taxi to C2 via Victor Yankee, cross runway 31 left, then cross runway 31 center, then cross runway 31 right at your discretion. Have a good day.
Clear to taxi to gate Charlie 2 via Victor Yankee, cross runway 31 left, then cross 31 center, then cross 31 right at our discretion. Have a good night. All right, how cool was that? So they got us coming all the way over here. Let's boogie. And you know what? We can actually kill that. It's been a minute. We can get on APU bleed.
Center, good morning, Falcon 114.
And yeah.
1600, 10,000 flat.
And runway to runway, hour 38 minutes. They did this ride in 2 hours 1. It's 1:56 right now, so I got 5 minutes to get into the gate. So we're down at Concourse Charlie. We're going to head straight down here. Come on, baby. Let's boogie. A little bit of flicker going on there. Yeah, the frame rates are down to 20. Oh, no, they pop back up. I don't know why I'm getting that flicker, though. Interesting. Frame rates are holding solid, too. I don't get it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I know about you as well. Oh, the night lighting looked pretty good on my end. I hope it did for you guys on the back. I'll have a look at the video once I get done, but definitely got to go make dinner. It's 8:15. My wife is going to be eating very late. I'm up late, so it really doesn't matter to me. But my wife, she's not. Yeah, look at that flicker going on there. Don't know what the deal is with that. Frame rates are fine.
Approaching.
Very strange.
One left.
We'll just keep these on. We're going right across. Yeah, that's very strange. Very strange.
Approaching 3-1 center.
Get off these runways just as quick as we can.
Approaching 3-1 right.
Yeah, I know about hydraulics. Okay, and that's good. Concourse C, gate 2. Well, I think we better just pick a gate, any gate, if we can get one here. Airport's loaded up. That's one thing that seems to be missing at MS 2020 on the back end of aircraft. Airports all seem to be empty. Yeah, I think we should have made a reservation, Louis. I think we should have made a reservation. Yeah, there are no spots at the end here, Louis. All right, well, I'm going to pull up over here right behind this guy. That's one thing that would be nice for Traffic Global, to be able to pick a gate on the back end to leave open. This way you know you're going to get your gate. We're going to sit right over here. Hell, it's my wife ready to take me home. I'll be right there, honey. All right. Let him run around. All right, everybody. I'm just going to turn everything off in just a bit. Oh, look at that. That's 2 hours. All right, we can pause that. That's 2 hours. Oh, it just switched to 2:01. They did this in 2 hours and 1 minute. How amazing is that? We are right to the minute. Almost right to the second. That thing just flipped to 1 when I was going to reach for it. Pretty cool. All right, everybody. For those that were with me today, both in X-Plane and in MS 2020, I hope you enjoyed the view and had a great ride. I always have a blast, when I'm in here, and I enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. So, thanks for joining me today. All right, and I will catch everybody on my next run. It'll probably be another X-Plane ride. I want to get a few more night rides in. I like the night riding. So I'm going to go review that video after I have dinner. So I'll catch you later, everybody. Take care.
Delta 1974 Quebec, wind 102 degrees, north to QNH 999, clear to left. Frontier United 10907 is through 6,500 for flight level 180 on the Nando for Unit 1.
United 10907 to 189, so 3 uniform flight to 18,000 feet, QNH 29907.
Climb to 18,029.97 for United 10907. 907 is climbing through 11,500 for flight level 180.